So Drake.
Yeah.
What night is it?
It's movie night.
Okay, so 4th of July.
4th of July. We gotta watch a 4th of July movie.
And you know what 4th of July movie we're watching, Drake?
Jaws.
Now we just watched Jaws 3, and so we are gonna watch Jaws. I think Drake actually knows that that's a good movie, right?
Yeah.
So basically, whatever you see, like if you had problems with Jaws 3 and you find them in this movie, just know that this was made in the mid 70s, not in the 80s.
Yeah, but
So-
I'm also giving it the more benefit of the doubt. Kind of like E.T. You know, it's Spielberg, so
First big Spielberg movie.
first Spielberg movie, so I'm gonna assume like I just know that what is happening in it was innovative for the time and things like that.
Yeah,
I do acknowledge that within the movies while they're happening.
Yeah, so yeah, Drake won't be as pissed off during this movie as Jaws 3.
Dude, that movie was so stupid. It was so
If he had watched it when he was a child, he would have liked it. I guarantee he would have liked it. So yeah, we're gonna get Jaws ready to go. I think we're gonna go with the Spielberg edition for my Spielberg collection of film. And then
aesthetically pleasing.
And then we, I don't know if it'll be in this video or not, but either later in this video or next video is going to be The Goonies. We are kind of going on a Steven Spielberg thing right now. So
Double feature tonight.
double feature, that's true.
How long is
2 hours, 2 hours, 30 minutes. It's longer than this. So yeah, we just picked up a cheap copy of The Goonies. So yeah. All right, so we are testing out the Mountain Dew Libertine.
50?
Let's go on the light.
50 flavors.
50 flavors in one. So, here's our good old buddy Drake.
This is not sponsored. I think you need to drink it first because you.
Me?
Yeah,
I'd rather you drink it first.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Very berry-esque.
Berry. What kind of berry?
It's like
Oh yeah.
I'd say raspberry. It's very
Raspberry?
like a sweet like raspberry popsicle.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see. So, your boys turn. How you guys doing? Oh yeah.
Raspberry.
I get raspberry. I get fruit snack raspberry. From like those cheap 2000. Well, not cheap. Those are like childhood 2000.
I know what you're talking about.
So we've done it.
Oh.
Where's my light?
Yeah, it is. It has been done. Jaws 3 or Jaws 3. Jaws has been watched by yours truly.
Jaws has been watched. Where's my light? Oh, it's right there. Ah, shit. Here we go.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good spot.
Okay, I'm gonna turn this light on. Okay. So, we just, oh wait, good thing, oh, mic's been on. So we just finished Jaws, my favorite movie of all time. And, of course, I loved it. And now, the real critic.
Oh, I'm the real critic.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. I definitely see how that could be received as a classic. I really wish there was more death in it. That might sound weird, but I feel like there should have been more death to make the final climax be more than it was. Like I was throughout the movie, I was mentioning things, and when Hooper was in the cage, it's Hooper, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Problem saying he kept
People
calling it
call
Hobbs.
I think Hobbs is a better name than Hooper, but Hooper, whenever he was in the cage, I felt like he should have died. Mainly because, like, if there is a scene where a character should have died and they didn't, and they don't do anything for the rest of the movie, I feel like they should.
Yeah.
Just to make it the impact a lot more.
The biggest thing was that it was right at the end, so there's like really nothing else you could do with the character.
Yeah, and I feel like if you killed him, there would have been more of an impact. Anyways, I feel like there should have been more bloodshed just to make the impact a little bit better. When they were out on the boat, it got really slow. I understand that was probably mainly more for like character development and build. I mean, it kind of worked. I mean, Quint, he was probably my least favorite character out of the three main guys. So
I will say this in Jaws 2, the boat stuff is not slow. It is very fast.
really,
And the boat scenes in Jaws 2 are the best. Everything else is a little bit slower. And for killing wise, the reason why they had to limit the killing, number one, is because the book didn't have very many killings. And this predates PG-13. So it was either you have all that and have it PG, or you add more and get it rated R. So, what I kind of want to hear is your movie ranking list.
okay.
So,
Well, overall, my final analysis, I thought it was good. Slow on some parts. There is a lot more that I probably would. There probably is more that I would have changed in it. Overall, it is in my. Let's see. I believe it is.
start from the bottom.
Okay. So I'm taking. For starters, I'm taking Spider-Man Far From Home out of this list. I'm having two separate lists. One that'll be classic movies, the other will be new movies. Because honestly, in my opinion, it's unfair because due to my own personal taste, I prefer newer movies now because the theatrics are just better and more enjoyable.
Yeah. As a little note here beforehand, if we see movies in the theater that are modern, we're less likely to put them on the list because we have a separate list for that because this is more of a list of movies that are already out and would be considered classics or older. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I definitely would.
Okay.
So, at the bottom still, Attack the Octopus People / Hitler vs.
That will never
Frankenstein.
move.
That would probably never move. That was the worst garbage I've ever seen in my entire life. From the split seconds that we pumped it into.
Well, until we watch Jaws: The Revenge, let's just go off of that.
Really. And then after that, just one step above, Jaws 3. The garbage of the theatrics overtook everything in that movie. All the special effects that they tried to do and all that just took over and made it so much worse than it probably should have been.
And everyone knows I love Jaws 3, but I'm not going to fight him on this spot on the list because I will admit that is probably where it belongs, comparing it to the other movies we watched. So I will 100% agree with that spot on the list for Jaws 3, coming from a movie reviewing perspective.
Spot above that, Horrors of Spider Island.
Okay.
It was fun to watch one time. I don't think
I
I
feel like we're at the point now. Like that movie and beyond is probably movies that were
They were fun
good.
to watch. I mean, I wouldn't say Horrors of Spider Island was good, but it was fun to watch.
It was very fun.
Jaws 3, to its credit, was also fun to watch. It just
Subpar.
this is a lot. But Horrors of Spider Island's above that. After that, I'd say
Jaws
these.
next. and then
I'd say the
fucking
ones
Jacob's bomb.
from this point on. These are ones that I actually like and recommend.
So are these like something you'd watch in the theater?
Yeah, if these
If you had the
came out in
opportunity.
theater, I would.
Except for The
probably-
Shining,
I would go
because-
and watch these. Yeah, because we already did that. So above Horror of Spider Island, It Part 1.
Okay, thank God.
It Part 1, it was okay. It was pretty good, in all honesty. I probably would have enjoyed it more if I didn't see the first part remake first, because I was comparing it to that the whole time.
Speaking of which, whenever it Chapter 2 comes out, I think it is appropriate that we rewatch the It 2017 and we watch It Chapter 2, and then I think those will be valid on this list
Okay.
because I feel like horror movies should
I
be.
feel like Yesterday would probably be.
Yeah, Yesterday too. It's just like MCU movies and
Yeah.
any cinematic universe besides like the
Any
Stephen King.
movie that really relies on huge theatrics.
Yeah. So like Marvel movies. I think we'll put Star Wars on there.
Maybe. We'll have to feel it out whenever we watch
Yeah,
it.
but we're not gonna put no Marvel movies.
Spider-Man and Marvel movies, they don't compare. They every Marvel movie I've seen tops every single one of these movies. But anyways, where was I? It Part 1. Okay. Above It Part 1 is Children of the Corn.
Okay.
It was okay, pretty slow at some parts. So, top 5.
Oh. Yeah, this used to be like top 3 big deal. Now it's top 5.
Number 5 is Jaws.
Oh.
Just watch Jaws. Pretty good. Again, we went through it.
That's my number 1.
4, It Part 2.
Okay.
It Part 2
just-
is a lot better. I didn't really have anything to compare to it.
I feel like that might drop when the new one comes out.
It probably will. So.
Space, that's next. I know it's next because that's like
Number
locked in at
3.
3.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space. It was so stupid. It was so fun to watch though, and I'd watch that like anytime someone came over and we had nothing going on. I'd be like, let's watch Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I think that I have all these movies. Killer Clowns from Outer Space probably at this point right now has probably the most opportunities for rewatches, just because of how ridiculous it is and how fun it was to just gawk at it.
I'm gonna put a disclaimer here. We are releasing a Killer Clowns from Outer Space review in a couple of weeks, so stay tuned for that. We'll have some special guests with us. So.
Yeah, we watched it. I guess I forgot that we didn't make a video for it.
I didn't even think about
Out of
making
all
it.
them, this was the Killer Clowns from Outer Space was actually the first movie we watched out of all of these.
We were the most excited for that one.
Yes, we were. Number 2.
I dropped $25 on that movie because we were so excited to watch it.
Number 2 is The Shining. Definitely feel like
Probably need to bump down at some point.
probably, but I definitely feel like watching in theaters also helped its rating. I also really liked watching it just because it is a classic, and I liked seeing those moments in like a theater setting. It was cool. It was nice, and I definitely feel like it helped its rating.
So, wait. Okay,
And then number 1.
Oh, wait, 1 second. So you're saying if we watch Jaws in a theater, it could put it above The Shining?
Well, I'm not saying that, but it could bring it up. I mean, I would be down to watch top 5. I would easily be down to watch in theaters. It Part 1, I would also like to go see.
That's probably never going to be in theaters, though.
Yeah.
Never has
Children
been.
of the Corn, I probably would opt against. I probably wouldn't do that.
I doubt that would be there.
Number 1, I will definitely be watching for him to put as a classic movie, which is E.T.
Oh, I forgot. Okay. I was like, I hope he didn't forget about E.T.
No, E.T. is my number 1 out of all the movies we watched. It was a great classic film. Thought it was great. The aesthetic of it. The aesthetic is what blew it out of the water for everyone, for me. Just like
Yeah,
a
for
very
everyone.
stereotypical Steven Spielberg movie, and it was nice. And any Spielberg movie, I feel like is just it needs to be watched in theaters to get the just out of it. And E.T. we watched here. It was great, and I really want to see it in like a classic theater. You know.
If we see, I know for a fact if we see E.T., Jaws, probably Back to the Future, I'd say too. Any Spielberg movie, because I mean Back to the Future is technically a Steven Spielberg movie because he produced it. So any Spielberg movie that we see in the theaters,
We'll probably do a video. We probably won't
yeah,
view it again, but just
yeah, we'll add something to it. So yeah, definitely a good list. I mean, obviously, I would have shoved everything down minus Killer Clowns. I would put Killer Clowns above The Shining. I'd put
Really?
Jaws on top.
yeah, because
That's-
Jaws is like your favorite.
Very favorite movie of all time. I have an article of clothing minus my pants, hat, and shoes for Jaws. So, yeah. So that's it for Jaws.
Mm-hmm.
Now, whenever we get better at this, I could see us. I kind of want to come back to this movie at some point.
Jaws?
Yeah.
I can see that.
So, but it'll probably be in a theater if we come back. To.
Theater will be at the theater. Will be the review.
So if you see another Jaws movie, we probably went to the theater. So yeah. Alrighty. Whoa. Oh, you closed.